Hey everyone, so today I'm going to show you the updated deck list and also show you and explain the new combo, which just helps if you get hand trapped or your gateway gets destroyed or just something like that. About me, I'm currently Plat 1 and I have been Plat 1 for both seasons so far. I only play 6 Samurai and I managed to win 275 games out of 448 games. So that's roughly 61% win rate. And I also tracked my last 50 games, or around 50 games, to see two things, or to check two things. First, I wanted to hit at least 30 wins out of 50 games, so 60% win rate. I also wanted to see how the deck performs going first compared to going second. So here it is. I just have it in Notepad. If there's any better way to track your win rates when going first or when going second, just let me know. I will gladly use it. I just don't know of any other way right now. So when going second, I went 7-15, and when going first, I went 25-5. And of those 5 losses, I had 1 dead draw and 2 misplays. So as you obviously can see, 6 Samurai performs way better if you're going for first compared to going second. But it's still somewhat playable if you go second. And maybe some of you will say, oh yeah, that's cool, nice stats, but you just have the win rate because you were lucky at the coin toss and you went first in 30 out of your 52 games. Yeah, of course I was lucky, but if you want to do the math and don't count the 2 misplays I made, then you will still get a win rate which is slightly above 60%. So yeah. And now we can hop straight into the deck list. So this is the deck list. If you just want the deck list, here it is. I'm also going to post it in the comments again. Yeah, so I'm going to go through every card and explain why I added it. So Deskbot, he's one of the new cards and he's needed for the new combo you can go for. Yeah, I'm gonna explain it later in a bit more detail. Then I play 2 Fuma. So I was undecided if I should play 2 Fuma or 1 Fuma and 1 Genba, or 1 Fuma and 1 Ape, what's his name? Sheen Squire. But yeah, what's working for me is 2 Fuma, because you need 2 of those low star 6 Samurai or Sheen monsters, because if you, let's say you draw Fuma and Sheen's Dojo, you can still activate Sheen's Dojo, summon Fuma, and activate the Dojo to get the other Fuma special summon from deck. So that's why we play 2 Fuma. And also, you might not use it a lot, but his effect is also not bad. So the first one, if he gets destroyed, you can special summon a 6 Samurai from deck. And the second one, you can banish him to negate a card effect, which would destroy exactly 1 6 Samurai. Both effects are also good. Then we play 2 Fireflint Lady. She's just an extender to get your combo off. And I basically never use the second effect. So the first effect, you can special summon her from hand if you have a warrior monster. That's perfect. I mean, all of our monsters, except those 2, which we need for the other combo. All of the monsters we have in deck are Warrior. So if we draw Fireflint Lady and any other 6 Samurai monster, we can get into the Battle Shogun. The second Fireflint Lady effect, it can be helpful, because you can special summon level 4 or lower monster from hand. So you could summon Fireflint Lady and then special summon either red or blue. So this way you get your combo off way faster. But I rarely ever use it. I basically just use the Fireflint Lady for the additional special summon you get. Then we play 3 Kigeki. At some time I used to play 2 Kigeki and what was it? I think 1 Genba instead of one of the 3 Kigekis. But I bumped it up to 3 again because Kigeki is a really good card to have in your starting hand. Because he can give you another samurai on field. So if you draw Kigeki and Shinai or Mizuho or Fuma, just any 6 samurai, you can special summon the monster with Kigeki. And since we have so many extenders, so we have 2 in Fireflint Lady, we have 3 in Kizan, we have the Grandmaster, we have Gearfried, we have the 2 Durandal, which can search as Mizuho or Fireflint Lady, so that's basically also an extender. And we have the 2 traps. That's basically, I think, 11 extenders we play. So even if we summon Kigeki and we get Impermed or Effect Veilered, we can most of the time still go on with our combo. Oh yeah, also the Shin's Dojo. We can activate Shin's Dojo, summon Kigeki, and if we get Impermed or Effect Veilered, we can use the Dojo to special summon Fuma and then go on with the combo. So yeah, Kigeki is really good bait as well, because if he gets Impermed or Effect Veilered, most of the times you can still go on with the combo because you have so many extenders in the deck. And yeah, that's why I play 3, because if he doesn't get Effect Veilered or Impermed, it's just another easy summon for you. And yeah, one more quick tip. If you have Kigeki and Kizan in hand, you can special summon Kizan without Kigeki's effect, but always use Kigeki's effect. So if you have Kigeki and Kizan, you summon Kigeki, use his effect to summon the Kizan to bait out the Effect Veiler or Imperm. So if Kigeki gets Impermed or Effect Veiler, you can use Kizan's effect and special summon him, and the enemy just wasted a hand trap. The next card is 2 Shinai and 2 Mizuho. They are essential for the Infinity Loop combo. If you don't know how that works, you can check out the previous decklist video I made. I think explained it in that one, or in the first decklist video I made. One of the two, I explained for sure. Next card is 1 Hatsume. She can be a really good search target for your Isolde. And also, it's a nice card to have on hand once you have Rongo on the field. Because basically, if you get Rongo out on your first turn, you're gonna pass, the enemy can't do anything, he's gonna pass to you, and then you can summon Hatsume, use her effect, get another 6 Sam on field, and this way you have more than the 8000 damage you need. So yeah. Then we play 3 Kizan. I mean, Kizan is just a really good card in 6 Sams and always helpful and needed. If you have any 6 Sam, you can special summon him from hand and go for your combo. We play 1 Mecha Phantom Beast Coldwing. This card is needed for the new combo. Yeah, and also what I think is pretty good about this deck, if you draw Deskbot or Coldwing, you can't go into the combo I'm gonna show you, but they're still not completely useless on hand, right? You can still use these cards for Battle Shogun's effect and just discard them, so you don't have to discard one of your better cards. So yeah. The next card, I only play one Kizaru. I just have one in deck for, let's say, if I special summon with Sheen's Dojo or whatever, he's an additional 4-star if I need him, and the effect is okay. I used to play 3 Kigeki and 3 Kizaru, but when I played 3 Kizaru, it didn't feel as strong, because if you're Kigeki, so if you start with Kigeki and Kizaru on hand, you summon Kigeki, activate his effect to special summon Kizaru, and if Kigeki gets effect veilered or impermed, your Kizaru is basically dead on hand. So yeah, that's why I reduced it to only one copy, and it's working out pretty well so far. Then one Grandmaster. He's basically a Kizan with another name and also one additional effect, because if he gets destroyed, we can search one 6 Samurai in our graveyard and add it to hand. Can also be quite useful. And the last monster is Gearfried. He's really strong because in most games you have equip spells in your graveyard from Isolde's effect. So then you can just special summon Gearfried. He's also a warrior, so can help you to get into Battle Shogun or Isolde if you drew an equip spell. Yeah, but we only play one because you need to have an equip spell to special summon him. So yeah, that's why I think Fireflint Lady is a better extender, but the effect of Gearfried to just take over one of the enemy's monsters as an equip spell can also be really helpful. Onto the spells. Monster Reborn, I think, needs no explanation. It's limited to 1, a really, really strong card. Same with Reinforcement of the Army. This card can search you, like 16 out of your 20 monsters. It can search you the Gearfried, not the Grandmaster and not the 2 machines, but every other card can be searched with Reinforcement. Really, really strong. Then 3 copies of Sheen Smoke Signal. Again, really strong card. It can search you most of your 6 Samurai monsters. So let's say if you open with red and Sheen Smoke Signal, you can search blue and get red and blue out on the first summon, basically. So next I play 2 Triple Tactics Talent. I have to say I really, really like this card. So for example, this is something that happened to me quite a lot. So I summon Kigeki, use his effect to special summon a monster from hand, and I get effect veilered. Okay, I still have, I don't know, Fireflint Lady, Kizan, any of my extenders on hand, so my combo isn't dead. But I can activate Triple Tactics Talent, check his hand, and choose one card of his hand to just shuffle into deck and, just remove so he can't use it. And that's really helpful, since some decks you run into, they play, I don't know, 12, 13, 14 hand traps. If you don't get Maxied, Triple Tactics is really, really good. If the enemy opens with 2 hand traps, they activate one, you can extend through it, then activate Triple Tactics Talent and get the other one out of the way. Really strong. And also the second effect helped me a lot against decks who play the True King of All Calamities, because if the enemy summons the True King of All Calamities on his first turn, he's gonna pass to you and then activate his effect. And you can just activate triple tactics, get the True King of all calamities to your side of the field, and just link summon him off into anything you'd like. If you want to use neither of these effects, you can still just draw 2 cards, so it's basically a pot of greed if you get hand trapped. Then I play 1 smoke grenade. Basically I only have it because it's an equip spell, but the effect is also nice. If you draw it, you can just equip it to a monster, and if the monster gets destroyed, you can remove 1 of your opponent's cards on the hand. Then 1 Moon Mirror Shield. Again, equip spell, needed for Isolde, but the effect is also strong. If you draw Moon Mirror, you can equip it to a monster you control, and if the monster gets link summoned off or just removed from field, you can use Moon Mirror's effect, shuffle it back into deck, and you still have enough equip spells for Isolde in your deck. Also, the first effect can be useful. Yeah, if the enemy has any boss, let's say the enemy has a Pelosa on field, you can summon any of your monsters, equip Moon Mirror to it, destroy the Pelosa, and then just do your combo on main phase 2. The third equip spell is Living Fossil. It's basically a monster reborn just as equip spell, and yeah, it also helps you extend your combo. Then we played 2 Durandal, which is different from the last iteration where we only played 1. I played 2 because, I mean, yeah, it's an equip spell, we need the card for Isolde, but it's also really good because it can either search you Mizuho or Fireflint Lady, which are really good and important cards. So if you, let's say if you had a pretty bad starting hand with, I don't know, Kigeki, Kizaru and other trash cards, but you have Durandal, you summon Kigeki, he gets impermed, you can still use Durandal, search the Fireflint Lady, special summon her, and then go for your combo. Next spell, I mean, it's just basically the 6 Samurai card. It's Gateway of the 6. You need the card for your combo, at least for the main combo you're gonna do most time. And if this card gets destroyed, in the previous iteration of the deck, it was basically GG. But with this deck, you can still get some negates out, and it's not the end of the world. I mean, you're worse off if Gateway gets destroyed, but it's not GG. You can still get negates out, and yeah, that's why I like this iteration of the deck so much. Because most of the enemies, if they know 6 Samurai, they are gonna either destroy the Gateway, or if they have, let's say, Ash Blossom, they will Ash Blossom your Battle Shogun, so you can't get the Gateway. And then you can just still go for your combo with the Deskbot and the Mecha Phantom Beast. Yeah, then 3 Sheen's Dojo. It's a Bushido counter card, and also it's basically an extender, because if you have a 6 Samurai, you activate Dojo, summon this 6 Samurai, use the Dojo's effect to special summon either, or if you have 1 counter, you can summon Fuma from deck, and link summon both of the monsters off. Then 2 Called by the Grave. Yeah, we play 2 because hand traps. I mean, yeah, basically just we play 2 against the hand traps, and yeah, we have 2 different cards against hand traps. We have 2 Triple Tactics and 2 Called by the Grave. Yeah. You could maybe add another Triple Tactics so that you play 3, but 2 works fine for me, so far at least. And the last card is Phantom Knights of Shade Brigandine. It's just an extender card. You can set the card and activate it on the turn if you don't have any traps. I mean, you only play those 2 trap cards, so you can activate it. And special summon it as a warrior monster and use it for your link summons. Then the extra deck. We play 1 Kristen Quandax. We basically only play this card because it's a 4-star tuner, as we'll see in the combo section of this video later on. 1 Xian. I have to say I rarely ever summon him, but he's a good card to have, or a good option to have. You can summon him pretty easily with Fuma and Kizan, or even the Deskbot and Kizan, I think? No, Warrior Tuner. So yeah, you can summon him with Fuma and Kizan. So yeah, he's nice to have in the extra deck, but as I said, I rarely ever summon him. So if you currently don't have him, I would rather craft any of the other ultra rare cards. Then we have 1 FA Dawn Dragster. You summon him with a combo, with the new combo, and he is, once per turn you can, if your opponent activates a spell or trap card or effect, you can reduce this card's level by 2, negate the activation. But it's a once per turn, so Dawn Dragster gives you 1 negate, and then the other card we play is Borrelode Savage Dragon, which gives you another negate. So that's why we play these 2. If we go into the other combo, we still have 2 negates on field. The next card, number 75. You need level 3 monsters. You're gonna use blue and red most of the time, 2 copies of each, and you use this card for your Rongo. Yeah, again, the Rongo comp, if you don't know how it works, check out the last deck video. I explained it in detail. And yeah, the next card is Shadow of the Six Samurai Sheen. You can summon him with 2 Kizan, and he's a 6 Samurai, so he will give you counters for your gateway. And yeah, that's basically why I play him. Then Dugaris. He has a really strong effect. I have to say I summon him pretty often. Let's say if you have either Shinai or Mizuho in grave, and Kizan on field, 2 Kizans on field, you can link summon them into Dugaris, use Dugaris effect to special summon the one you have in grave, so either blue or red, special summon the card, and it shortens your combo. You have to be careful though. This effect just skips your main phase 1, but if it helps you get out your Rongo with 7 materials, it doesn't matter if you have to skip your main phase 1. So yeah, I really like this card. I think it's really strong. Next card, Isolde. Really strong card. One of the key components in this deck. It can search you any warrior monster. It can even search you the Gearfried. You just can't use the effect in the turn you search the card, but it can be helpful to add Gearfried for your next turn. And it can special summon a 6 Samurai monster. Most of the times you want to special summon either Shinai Mizuho, so blue or red, or the Hatsume if you already have red or blue in the grave. The next card is the Kristen Halcrifibrex. He's also needed for the new combo with the Deskbot. Then to Battle Shogun. Strong card, can search you the Gateway of the 6 and also gives you Bushido counters. Next is Mecha Phantom Beast Ororadon. Probably butchered it, but yeah, he's also needed for the new combo. Yeah, and then Saryuya to draw some cards, but mainly to special summon red or blue if you don't have a good draw. And then Apollosa, just monster effect negate I have to say I rarely summon Appaloosa because Rongo is just enough, but it's nice to have in the deck. So yeah, this is the deck list, and now I'm gonna explain the new combo. Okay, so onto the combo section. You basically need 3 summons to get this combo out. So 1 samurai and just 2 random other monsters you can summon. So in our case, we can have 4 summons with Monster Reborn, but I'm just gonna disregard Monster Reborn for this play. So you can activate the smoke signal, search the Kageki, then as I told you in the decklist video, you can activate the dojo, summon Kageki, use his effect to summon the Kizan. If Kageki gets negated by Imperm, Effect Veiler, whatever, you can still summon the Kizan and the enemy just wasted a hand trap. Activate Kizan's effect, summon the Kizan. Now, this is where it's a little bit different from the other decklist or the prior decklist video. Because you're not gonna summon Isolde first, you want to special summon the Battle Shogun first. Most of the times at least. So let's say if you have a really bad draw, and let's say I didn't have the dojo and I didn't have the Monster Reborn. If I summoned Battle Shogun, this would be over, right? I couldn't summon a monster to link summon Battle Shogun into Isolde. Then you obviously want to summon Isolde. But most of the times you want to summon the Battle Shogun. I'm gonna explain why. Okay, first let's summon him. So we link summon him. We activate the effect, discard 1 of the cards to search as the gateway. In this instance, of course, it doesn't matter, we're playing against a bot. If this was a game against a real player, I would probably discard the triple tactics, because if the enemy has a hand trap, I think Monster Reborn is still better than the triple tactics on hand. Yeah. So you activate the Battle Shogun's effect. In my instance, we discard the triple tactics and search the gateway. And if the enemy knows the 6 Samurai archetype and he has Ash Blossom on hand, he's gonna Ash Blossom the Battle Shogun. Because it actually is the smartest thing to do, right? If we get gateway on field, it's basically over. Because yeah, I mean, we also have Monster Reborn and Sheen's Dojo, so if we get gateway on the field, even if the enemy has Nibiru, we can combo through it with Monster Reborn and Sheen's Dojo. So that if the enemy has Ash Blossom, it is the smartest thing to negate the Battle Shogun's effect. So let's say the enemy has Ash Blossom and negates Battle Shogun's effect. You don't have the gateway. In the previous deck, it would be over, right? You can't do a lot. But that's where the new combo comes in. Let's say he negated the gateway, we don't have it. We can activate the dojo to summon either monster. Doesn't matter which one, just, I don't know, I'm just gonna go with blue here. The only thing you have to remember is you still need 1 Fuma in deck. So if you summoned a Fuma on your first summon, don't summon the Fuma here. You need him for the Assault. So then you special summon Isolde, or link summon Isolde. use her effect. And in this instance, the card you get to your hand, it's not important, or you don't need the card in this turn. So that's why you can search, let's say, Gearfried or Kizan or Grandmaster, because you're not gonna summon them this turn anyway. And I mean, it's the smartest thing to just get a strong card to your hand. So that's why in this instance I'm gonna search the Gearfried. Now we can activate Isolde's effect. We send one card to the graveyard. Most of the times I'm just gonna choose the Moon Mirror, because the other cards are still really good if I draw them. I special summon Fuma. Now, because Fuma is a tuner, we can link summon into the Halcro-Fibrax. Activate Halcro-Fibrax effect. To special summon that Deskbot. Then, because Kristen Halcro-Fibrax is a machine and Deskbot is a machine, we can link summon into Mecha Phantom Beast. If he's summoned, we can special summon 3 Mecha Phantom Beast tokens with level 3. We want to do that. We special summon 3 tokens. And because the tokens are machine, we can activate Deskbot's effect, which says if 2 or more machine monsters are special summoned at the same time, we can special summon him from graveyard. So we special summon 3 at the same time, which means we can special summon the Deskbot. Then we want to synchro summon. Oh yeah, one more thing you have to think about. If you do this, you can't link summon. As Mecha Phantom Beast says, also you cannot link summon for the rest of this turn. So that's why we're just gonna do synchro summons for the rest of this turn. You synchro summon into the Kristen Synchro Tuner. Use the Deskbot and just any of those tokens. Summon the Kristen. Then you want to use Mecha Phantom Beast's second effect to tribute 2 monsters to special summon a Mecha Phantom Beast from the deck. 2 monsters, we're just going to tribute the 2 tokens to special summon the Coldwing. Then Coldwing's effect states, if he's special summoned, we can special summon 2 Mecha Phantom Beast tokens if we control another Mecha Phantom Beast. So we have this Mecha Phantom Beast, which means we can summon 2 tokens. We summon 2 tokens. They are both machine. We summon 2 machine monsters at the same time, so we can special summon Deskbot again. And then we link summon the Kristen and 1 token into Dawn Dragster. So we want to summon him in defense position, because if he negates, he's going to lose level, and if he loses level, he's going to lose attack. So yeah, Dawn Dragster is our first negate. And yeah, Mecha Phantom Beast, he gains level based on the level of the tokens we have. So before we synchro summon Dawn Dragster, we had 2 tokens with level 3 each. So Coldwing's level was 10, but now we only have 1 token. So we have 4 plus 3 is 7. And now we can synchro summon 7 and 1 into the Borreload Savage Dragon. Synchro summon to use the effect. And we want to equip the monster with the highest attack, which in our case is Isolde. And yeah, basically that's the combo. Now you have 2 negates on field with Borreload Savage Dragon and Dawn Dragster. And yeah, I mean, you can still lose the game if the enemy has a way to play through 2 negates, but it's way better than in the prior iteration of the deck, where if the Battle Shogun gets Ash Blossom, for example, it's basically over, you can't do anything. And now you can still get 2 negates out, even if the enemy Ash Blossoms your Battle Shogun. So yeah. So in the last video, where I just played this combo in a normal ranked game, I saw one of you ask, well, is this even Six Samurai anymore? And I mean, I would say yeah. The main engine in this deck is still Six Samurai. You just have another combo which you can rely on if you get hand trapped. And I mean, it's not a pure Six Samurai deck, but it basically never has been, since the boss monster you wanted to get out was Rongo. And he's also just, I mean, yeah, he's a warrior, but he's also not a Six Samurai. So this has never been a pure Six Samurai deck. So yeah, you just have 2 machine monsters in your main deck and these cards in the extra deck. So yeah, I would of course still argue this is Six Samurai, just way more consistent, because you can still play if the enemy has a good hand trap. And the last thing I want to show you is just how to play it if your Battle Shogun doesn't get hand trapped. Basically, as I said, you need 3 monsters on your hand which you can summon. So we can summon Hatsume, special summon Fire Flint Lady, and basically if you have Kizan or Grandmaster on hand, you want to keep them until you have the Battle Shogun on field. So I don't want to summon the Kizan now, I instead want to summon the Fire Flint Lady, because we summon the Battle Shogun. Activate the effect, discard the Living Fossil to get the Gateway. Let's say we don't get negated, right? We activate the Gateway, and now because we have Kizan and not Fire Flint Lady on hand, we can special summon the Kizan, and we get 2 counters on our Gateway. And now you want to link summon into Isolde. Activate the effect. Add any card, or add a card to hand which you know you won't need. You could add Kageki, but I really like to get Gearfried, because yeah, you can summon him in your next turn. Then you use Isolde's effect. So as I said, if you have blue or red in grave, you want to special summon Hatsume, use her effect to summon blue or red from the graveyard. But yeah, we have Hatsume in grave and we don't have blue or red, so I'm just gonna summon blue or red. Just gonna go for red here. And then 4 counters. We link summon into Battle Shogun. We now have 6 counters, so we can search. One of the Kizans. We have a 6 Samurai in field, so we can summon him. Use Gateway again to search another Kizan. summon him. And then what I like to do is to XYZ summon to Dugares. Use his effect to special summon the red we searched with, or we special summoned with Isolde, and special summon red. Now we have 7 counters. We search blue, summon blue, and then, I mean, you have enough counters, you can search red and then blue, summon them, do a little bit of the Infinity Loop combo to get some Bushido counters, link summon these into number 75, then summon Kizan, go into Rongo, and you have your Rongo on field with 7 materials. If this doesn't sound familiar to you, just watch the last decklist video. I explained it in great detail, as I already said. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show you. I hope you enjoyed, and have a nice day.